So, Charlotte, we're both big fans of technology.
Yep.
And I think often technology is seen as a negative thing.
Yeah.
And it can be, can't it?
It can be sometimes.
It can be a distraction, and it can be something where we probably become zombies to our technology as opposed to anything else. But I also like to think there's a huge advantage to technology, right? And one of those advantages is the ability to use technology to be a bit kinder.
Yes.
Now, I know you've been looking at that, haven't you?
Yeah, I have got 6 apps to promote kindness, I suppose you can say.
Well, I'm going to throw in a couple as well, because I've got a couple of good ones that I've been using.
So, to start with, an app called The Act of Kindness. The main idea of the app is to activate your inner good doer by helping you choose a good deed to perform. Okay. There's over 300 suggestions, including acts of kindness, charitable donations, and more. Acts of kindness lets you post good deeds to social media to inspire others.
Yep.
The company behind this good doing app pledges to donate 25% of all ad revenue directly to Goodwill, which is a company that helps people looking for jobs.
And where can you find the app? Is it on the App Store or is it?
It's on iPhones and iPads only.
iPhones and iPads only. Cool.
Yep.
So do you want to hear about my one?
Yes.
So this came from a bit of a personal experience. So because I've been thinking about kindness a lot more. I was looking at my App Store. I've got an Android phone. I was looking at my App Store and noticed an app called Be My Eyes. Have you ever heard of Be My Eyes?
You've mentioned it, but you didn't tell me what it was.
Okay, cool. So Be My Eyes is an app designed to connect the blind and partially sighted to people who can help them. So imagine this. I'm blind or partially sighted.
Yep.
I want to see a sign that I can't really visualise. I log on to the Be My Eyes app, get help from hundreds of thousands of volunteers who will tell me what that sign says so I can navigate my way around a particular town or city. Or, I think it's really clever. I think it's a really smart idea. Or, I want to wear the red dress. I like red dresses personally, but I want to wear the red dress as opposed to the blue dress out.
What's wrong with the blue dress?
Nothing wrong with the blue dress. It's like that. Do you remember that optical illusion? Is it a blue dress? Is it a...
Oh, is it like black or is it white on white?
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? That was the weird... But anyway, so let's say I've got a blue dress and a red dress.
And you don't want to accidentally put on the blue dress, so you...
And I want to wear a specific dress. So all I do is I log on to as a blind person, I log on to the Be My Eyes app, click need a volunteer, point my camera phone at the particular dresses, and they can tell me which one I need to pick. So I just think that idea is a great idea.
Yeah.
And it's really taken off. So it's global, so anybody in the world can use it. And it's 52,800 blind people using it and hundreds of thousands of volunteers. So currently, as I'm looking at the app now, there's 781,000 volunteers using it. Now, up to now, I've had this on my phone for 4 or 5 weeks. I haven't had a call yet because obviously there's a lot more volunteers.
There's more volunteers than actual blind people.
Yeah, so, but to have it on your phone, and when it calls, and if it calls, I'll make sure I update you on the podcast about how that dialogue goes.
Cool.
So have you got another one?
I actually have 5 more.
Okay.
This next one is called Butterfly Effect.
Okay.
And basically, the main idea of it is that it's an anonymous community of users who express gratitude, share secrets, and inspire one another. Users could communicate positive thoughts via email and newsfeed, record events and thoughts in a private calendar, photo journal, and receive inspirational quotes. The unique feature is that the name of the app is based off the scientific theory coined the butterfly effect. The idea behind it is that a single occurrence, no matter how small, can change the course of the universe. The app is looking to flap its digital wings to create a far-reaching positive ripple effect of happiness and gratitude and inspiration.
So you're reading that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because I really like the phrase "flap its digital wings."
Yeah, I purposely left it in.
I'm just. What are you up to, Chris? I'm just flapping my digital wings. I'm just having a little flap.
What are you actually doing? I'm browsing the internet.
I'm flapping my digital wings. But actually, being out there and creating some good vibes, I actually think generates more positivity because I don't know if you'd ever counteract the sort of deluge of negativity online, but doing your bit to just
make it a little bit more positive.
Make it a little bit more positive is a good thing. So
that should be my catchphrase. Make it a little bit more positive.
Flap your digital wings and make the world a little bit more positive. By flapping your digital wings. As you've got loads, and I've only got one more left, do you want to do another one?
Okay, so the next one is called Random Act of Kindness, or RAK.
RAK.
R-A-K.
Okay.
The main idea is that it declares itself as more than just a fun app, but rather a movement that will inspire you to give to others.
Okay, I like that.
A simple click on the Be Kind button or a shake of the device will give you your RAK for the day, so your random act of kindness for the day.
Just a quick point. We're going to put all of links to all of these apps and websites, because is that a website and an app, or is that?
No, it's an app.
It's an app. Mm-hmm. We're going to put a link to all of the sort of digital homes of these apps on the show notes on the www.thekindnessproject.co.uk. So when you flap your digital wings, whatever that means,
don't forget to flap them in that direction.
You can flap them in a specific direction.
The unique feature is that RAK lets you document your goodwill gestures, sharing with all your social media buddies.
So you can share it with your mates. So that digital flap can flap a bit further. Yeah, do you know what? I suppose there's an argument to say, should we share our deeds of kindness, or actually is it a bit egotistical to say, how awesome am I?
I mean, there's arguments to say that it can inspire others to do acts of kindness, but there's also the egotistical way of looking at it.
See, I think if you're sharing the good stuff you're doing, actually it probably has more of a positive effect than a negative effect.
Yeah, but there's always those two ways of looking at it, isn't there?
And I think really interestingly, we've spoken before about how some people do stuff. The guy in London who does stuff completely anonymously shares it on his blog, but nobody knows who he is. So actually, I think
there's ways so it doesn't seem egotistical.
Yeah, so you can do it publicly if you want, or you can do it anonymously if you want. I think the important thing is just doing it, right?
Yeah.
Just going out there and
doing
and being intentional about being kind. Mm-hmm. So would you like to show us another way that we can flap our digital wings
and be more kind,
and make the world a little bit of a better place? Are any of those trademarked, or are you?
The little bit of digital place, it will be soon. Okay, so the next one, it's called Boom Boom.
Boom. Okay, I'm waiting to hear how this is going to be kind. What's it called?
Boom.
Boom Boom. Right.
Okay. This energetic app is all about guerrilla goodness and encourages people to document these incredible acts of kindness. If you witness something amazing or are on the receiving end of someone's kindness, take a picture and tell the story about what happened. All good doing posts appear on a newsfeed stream and will encourage others to spread the good.
Yep.
The creators of Boom Boom also have a deck of 26 physical cards with an altruistic deed that you must play it forward. Each card has its own ID number, allowing for users to pass the card on
you can track
its good doing journey on the website's map or app as it moves across the world.
Excellent, good news, and we'll make sure we put that in the show notes. So, would you like my extra one?
Yes.
So, my extra one is one that we probably all use, but certainly I know my wife Cassie uses it for kindness probably a lot more than me. It's Facebook. I think Facebook has an incredible power to put people together, and I know certainly Cassie uses Facebook to get access to our local Pay It Forward group. Have you heard of Pay It Forward groups?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So
I
think
the next app I'm talking about is literally called Pay It Forward.
But I mean, you can either use the specific Pay It Forward app, or if you don't want to sort of download loads and loads of different apps on your phone, and you've already got Facebook, Just do a Google search do a Facebook search for your local area, and then pay it forward. And certainly, I know that Cassie, through involvement with the group, effectively people can come on there and go, I need help, I need something, or I'm offering something. And this
is that where she gets all the free furniture?
But you know what? We've used it for a sofa bed. There was somebody offering a sofa bed on there, and we needed one because we had people to stay. But we've also, there was one thing that Cassie, my wife, did where a lady had to go to a black tie event. She'd started a new job. She was a single mum, and she put on the Pay It Forward group. My first black tie in sort of 15 years of bringing up the children. I've got no money. Can you please help me? And her and Debbie got together. Cassie, my wife, gave the lady a dress. Debbie gave her a pair of shoes. Cassie gave her some jewellery. And literally, she was completely kitted out for this black tie event, for this new job she was starting, for this, from going back to work. And
if Mum and Debbie are kitting her out, I'd like to see pictures of that.
Well, I don't know whether there are pictures. I think it's a bit, I don't know if it's the right thing to do, to go, I've given you all this stuff, can I take a photo? But certainly, just through a connection on Facebook, being able to help that lady out with all the stuff she needs for a black tie event is actually quite a nice thing to do. Yeah. So I actually think all the tools that we probably need are at our disposal. So it's not an app, but if you just search Pay It Forward, it is an app. It is an app, but it's probably an app you've already got. Use Facebook. Have a look at your local Pay It Forward site and see if you can either help or benefit from, because we've used it for both, your local Pay It Forward group.
We have just shown you the kinder side of Facebook.
This is the kinder side of social media. Flapping your Facebook wings so you can...
so you can make the world a little bit better.
I'm flying without... No, don't sing. So you had an app called Pay It Forward there, didn't you?
Right, so the official app of the global Pay It Forward movement that was designed to make the world a better place to live. Consisting of a simple... I misread that. It's consisting of simple and small acts. The app sends you a daily suggestion and allows you to keep track of your progress. The app houses a map.
It sends you, this is how you could potentially be a bit kind of today. See, I like the idea.
The app has a map of the world in which you can see where the most good deeds are taking place. Okay. Also, there is a classroom section for teachers and students that are daily acts of kindness geared to minimise bullying at school.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
One more, and it's mostly for kids in classrooms.
Okay, share it.
It's called My Digital Problem Solver, or My DPS. It uses CGI animated videos to teach kids to identify emotions through facial expressions, body language, and written and spoken language. Kids will learn how to recognise social cues and develop coping and problem-solving strategies, equipping them with the skills they need to handle real-life situations with kindness and respect.
So it's really interesting because when you look at the lessons they teach in schools, and I don't know about you, you've probably got more of an insight into this than me. One of the things that I find is missing from that standard curriculum are things like emotional intelligence, resilience, sensitivity, things,
they try to teach us like leadership and stuff.
Okay, well that's important.
But obviously, leadership also comes with that emotional sensitivity you're talking about, because if you're going to lead someone, you need to be able to understand them, what they're going on.
I think so. Where are they doing that? Is that a global thing?
It's an app.
Okay, cool.
It's used in classrooms.
So there's a few tips. On
to
how
help you go and flap your digital wings and make the world a little bit kinder.
So that you can flap your digital wings. That phrase is going to haunt me, I know it. And make the world a little bit more kinder.